Governor Polis has issued 2 vetoes this year, and it looks like both now will be overturned. The first veto was a public records bill and faces an override vote next week. Meantime, the state Senate voted today to overturn his latest veto from last night. The governor had rejected a bipartisan bill that creates new regulations for social media companies aimed at protecting users from illegal or harmful content.
The governor and opponents of the bill say it limits Coloradans' freedom of speech, while supporters believe it could save lives.
Denver 7's Christian Lopez is following both groups tonight as the House prepares to vote on this veto override.
Parents we talked to can agree that more needs to be done to protect children from social media. However, those who oppose this bill say it violates constitutional rights.
We are losing so many kids to drugs, sex trafficking, and illicit guns, and we need to do something about it.
Matt Riviere is on a mission to protect children across the state after losing both his sons to fentanyl.
They got their drugs on Snapchat and the dealer was never caught. And this bill is incredibly important to me and other affected families where their kids have died and been affected by social media.
That's why he strongly supports Senate Bill 86. Among several other things, it would require large social media companies to flag and remove accounts if they're determined to be selling guns or drugs, or if the accounts are engaging in the sex trafficking or sexual exploitation of minors.
I'm a mom, first and foremost, and so I completely understand why people want to do something.
But those who oppose the bill, like Hazel Gibson, say even though she fully supports protecting children, this bill has constitutional issues.
The Supreme Court has ruled that access to social media is a First Amendment right. And in this bill, it requires the social media companies to kick people off of that platform. So that is taking away their First Amendment right. We know that it would go to the courts, and that's going to cost our state a considerable amount of money.
The Attorney General just released a memorandum today saying that this does not in any way violate the First Amendment. Illegal behavior is never protected under the First Amendment. We're talking about severe crimes that are happening to our children, and we should not be willingly letting them continue.
Thursday, Governor Polis vetoed the bill, stating several concerns. He believes the law would allow social media companies to enforce state law rather than law enforcement officials, and he believes it will have consequences on the livelihoods of those who rely on social media for income. After Polis's veto was overruled by the Senate Friday, Riviere is hopeful it could still soon become law.
And we need to protect our kids. Those that I work with, the affected family members, the legislators that support this bill, this is all about saving lives and protecting our youth.
The efforts to override this veto are now advancing to the Colorado House of Representatives, and that vote is expected to happen on Monday. Reporting in Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.